What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name's Carson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing some scheduled maintenance on the GR86. Alright. So when I bought this car, I bought it certified pre-owned. It had about 15,700 miles on it. With this car specifically, I knew I had to buy this one as it was the only Neptune Blue available, as well as they had it for a decently good deal. This vehicle was actually owned by the service manager over at the dealership that I bought it at, so it was all highway miles. As this guy is over 15,000 miles and I have no service history of it being done through the dealer, let's go ahead and change it out. Alright, the tools you need are relatively simple. Right here I have an 18-inch breaker bar, a torque wrench, as well as a 10 and an 8 mil Allen key. I believe it's a 10 mil, but just 8 mil just in case. A drain pan, as well as this one's a repurposed bottle, but it is full synthetic 7590, as well as some crush washers there. You might be asking where my transfer pump is. I can't find mine, so I'll have to go grab one, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy draining first. First thing you're gonna do is go ahead and jack up the car. Since we're gonna be working on the back here, I'll go ahead and chalk off the front wheels first, and then jack up the back. All right, now the vehicle is fully supported by jack stands. There's one on the other side, you just can't see it. Personally, I always like to keep the jack there, just a little bit under, not all the way on the car, just in case another fail-safe, make sure it's nice and locked. But the dip on this guy is super simple, just right down there. See? So we'll go ahead and get started. This is what you're gonna be looking at. It is kind of dirty, but nothing too crazy. You got your check plug on the top, drain plug down below. Obviously, if you've been working on vehicles a while, you do know this, but if you haven't, it's always wise to crack the check plug loose before you even attempt to get the drain plug out. So that's what I went ahead and did. I ended up using a 10mm Allen, and so it just fit in there like a glove. Make sure that you're using the proper tools so you don't strip these. Go ahead and crack our check plug loose. There's a little bit of positive pressure on there. I'm gonna move that just in case it does decide to dribble, but not too bad. Does look like there is a washer on there, so we'll have to go ahead and replace that. Let's go ahead and get to the fun part here. Our drain plug down to the side. And here we go. All right. It is completely cracked here. As you can see, there's not too much coming out. You got your drain plug here that is decent amount of metal shavings, nothing crazy, probably just some break-in stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there for now. Make sure that the actual gasket came with it. Looks like it did. And we're gonna go ahead and just kind of leave this here for a little bit, let it all drain. Then I need to go to the parts store to grab a transfer pump because I can't find mine. But we'll go ahead and clean that guy off, make sure it's nice and clean, and then go ahead and put it back in just a few. As you can see, both of these guys are nice and clean, ready to go back in. Just to verify, I did check the crush washers on both sides. It does look like they're the exact same, and I'll put the Toyota part number up on the screen now. But here is what came out of my magnetic drain plug. As this does look pretty bad, it's not. You know, just basic metal shavings. This is what it is meant to do, is get all that nasty stuff out of your differential. See all of the paste. I did kind of check it out, make sure that there's no big chunks. It does not look like there is any. All right, back from the parts store here, I did pick up a few things. Just a suction pump there, like I was saying. I was gonna go ahead and grab that, as well as I did end up buying some more gaskets for the next time there. These are just the Dorman products there. They're not OEM, but they fit the exact same. And when they're a copper crush washer, it really doesn't matter if they're OEM. Personally, for items like that that are gonna be a one-time use, if they fit the exact same way, I don't feel a need to be OEM. Did want to cover a little bit on the gear oil side of things. As our vehicles do come with an LSD, you need to make sure you have specific additives in your gear oil. Straight from Toyota's website, as well as the owner's manual of the vehicle, it does call for a 75/85 weight. I'm not too sure, it doesn't say if it's full synthetic or not, but I would just recommend full synthetic as these are brand new cars. Again, I would just recommend to make sure that the gear oil that you're going to run has the same additives that are meant for our differentials. As far as the track side and the drift side of this stuff, I'm not too sure. I'm just sticking with OEM there. With the Toyota side of things, I know that there's a website called Toyota Owners. You can go ahead and upload all of your maintenance on there. It's a great tool to use. Alright, so I did confirm that the Dorman ones, the aftermarket ones, fit the same as OEM. Just put that guy on there and you're good to go. The vehicle's capacity for the differential is 1.22 quarts, so I would just kind of keep in mind you're going to have to buy a second bottle if you're just going to buy one. I know most of the time they only sell them in 1 quarts, so just buy a second one to have it on hand. It's always good to flush out the differential as well. Go ahead and put our drain plug back in there. This guy does not need to be on there super tight. Let's go ahead and fill up the differential. Alright, that was about a half a quart. Alright, another half quart going in. Alright, and the last little bit going in now. That should be enough. Maybe a little bit more. Alright. As you see there's a steady flow of new, clean stuff coming from the differential. What we're going to go ahead and do is just kind of let that drain out there, and we'll clean it up, put that check plug back on, torque everything down. Alright, with that coming to a steady pace, I'm going to go ahead and plug it up. Just like that. Right, and the torque on these guys is 36 foot-pounds both for the drain plug as well as the check plug. So go ahead and get these guys torqued down. Alright, sweet, and you're pretty much done here. I just like to take a little bit of brake clean, get in there and just get all the mess. Alright, so we're all finished up with the rear differential fluid exchange on the GR, and I did want to kind of talk about a few more things right towards the end of the video here. I did replace it at 15,000 miles through the maintenance guide on the vehicle. This is coming straight from the owner's manual as well as the maintenance guide. It does say to inspect the fluid every 15,000 miles, and at 60,000 miles replace the differential fluid. To be honest with you, I think every 15,000 miles is not too bad, especially if you're driving the car hard. I'm not really driving the vehicle too hard, so I don't really think it needed it too much, but it's always good to put some fresh fluid in there. Personally, going on that, I would just recommend replacing it every 15,000 miles, especially if you're someone that tracks this car or even tries to drift it. With all these part numbers, they are interchangeable with Subaru parts, so I'll go ahead and put those up there, but I did want to just say thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it helped you guys and saved quite a bit of money. I did call a couple of my local dealerships, Toyota dealerships and Subaru dealerships, just to kind of get a ballpark on how much money I would be saving. Most of them were quoting me about 120 to 150 bucks with those two gear oils. They're in at about maybe 20 bucks a piece, so you're looking about $40 for materials if you have everything else. Let's just call it 60 bucks if you don't have anything and you need to buy it all outright. that's not too bad. You're still saving quite a bit of money there. With saving some money and some time, I really hope you guys did appreciate this video here. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Carson. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.